So I'm out and about on my shopping trip, just done some shopping. Did buy some V.E.day Revive, which is quite nice. I had the lemon and lime one the other day. This is actually the passion fruit and orange. It's actually really nice stuff. I quite enjoyed this. I think I'm going to become a bit of a fan of that, I think. I've seen a little bit of stuff for V.E.day. I'm going to take a couple of pictures of the stuff I've seen. A couple of places done some really nice knitted stuff. A couple of windows. Now, unfortunately, with the lockdown, I don't think there's going to be as many people doing as much V.E.day celebrations as they would have liked to have done, obviously, if we hadn't have been stuck in this situation. The street that I saw where the woolen toys were made by like a Monday craft group, they're actually having a party. So they're going to do a proper V.E.day party, but obviously including social distancing, so the whole street will eventually be done. Everything will have bunting and Union Jacks and flags and everything around it, but obviously they can't intermingle as such, so they'll have a distancing party, as it were. But it's still a great idea, and I think it should be celebrated. It's 75 years, and I think it's something we should always remember. So I'm literally just walking down the road just to take another picture of something that a actual town stroke village has done. That's very well done. That's on the way into Westgate. You're going through Westgate towards Margate and you're greeted by that V.E.day celebration. So I think that's very well done. In the recent vlog I mentioned my colour of the year and the fact that I hadn't actually seen much. I did show a video of a car, but otherwise I hadn't seen much about. And if you need any reminding, of course, it's this. But luckily, doing my bit for the community and keeping the world alive and keeping everything going, I'm still buying. So keeping retail up and running, shall we say, keeping the postman busy, I managed to buy a swatch. This is a musical swatch. These are actually quite rare watches, and I've seen a few before but never seen one in this colour. I only own one swatch watch so far in my collection, so I saw this come up. You can just about see this has got colour of year in it. So this is an iridescent face. Being a Swatch musical watch, these are actually really good. They're very clever watches and very much ahead of their time. This was an early 90s watch, sort of designed in sort of an 80s sort of style, but it's actually a musical watch with an alarm. Strangely enough, it's only got one pusher. So you've got one pusher which is for the setting the time, but it also sets the alarm, checks the alarm, resets the watch. It does everything. One tiny little button, pull out, push in, and press and hold it in for a few seconds. It's actually very amusing for a watch. As I said, it's so old, so basic. It's not even got a second hand on it. That'll be reviewed. I'm reviewing another one at the moment, so those will get reviewed and will be up shortly. Well, as I suppose to be expected, there's not that many people out with V.E.day stuff that I thought there would be. Obviously, because of the lockdown, it's not going to be that easy for people to do it. So there's a little bit here and there. I think there's been some street parties. Whilst I've been out to buy my shopping, from the car I bought a little jelly bear. £5 of this goes to the NHS locally at a local hospital. It's actually made out of resin. It's actually made by Paul, who works in the co-op. So he's made a load of them in different colours. I think it's a brilliant idea, and I think it's very well made. So great little bear. Otherwise I'm going to have a look, see if there's any more V.E.day stuff about. This is Reading Street. This is the place I normally come to vote. Obviously when we have elections I come and vote at this church, which is just not far from where I live. But they've done a really good effort. It's very well turned out. The celebrations down here. At 9 o'clock they're going to do some singing, by which time unfortunately it'll be too dark to film anything. There's even someone's actually put paper poppies, red poppies, in their bush, which I think is brilliant. I'm very impressed by the fact that a lot of people have done this stuff themselves. Like they've knitted red, white and blue ornaments and bits around their trees or hanging from the houses. I think it's brilliant. It's a bit strange that it seems to be in certain areas. There's some places that do a lot more than others. So again, a little bit further on, we've got lots of flags and stuff behind me on these houses. A lot of houses that have done, a lot of houses that haven't. It's a bit of a mix again, half and half. fair few people who are dressed up and making the effort, a lot more than some other. As I said, certain streets there's a lot going on, other streets there isn't. This is another one on the streets, main road. Fantastic.
I'm on the morning.